In this part, we are going to discuss a little bit about chronic simple glaucoma or open-angle glaucoma. As the understanding of the disease is improving, we have come to know that it is a kind of optic neuropathy, which means that the optic nerve cells are getting damaged, or certain cells at the retina, at the level of retina, they are getting damaged. There is a process called apoptosis, which means that the cells have a programmed death. Like if a person has got an age of 100 years, his cells are supposed to be living for 100 years. But what happens is that in apoptosis, there is a programmed cell death and the cells start dying at various intervals from 50 years onwards, or maybe earlier in some of the cases. You can imagine a cable through which several strands are going. In this case, in the optic nerve, about 1 billion strands are going, and some of them are dying. Like you got a cable with several copper coils going, and some of them are getting cut at regular intervals. It may be a simplistic explanation, but that is how we can explain it to lay people, that the cells in the optic nerve are gradually dying at the retinal level, and this results in an irreversible loss of vision. The visual field, when you're looking straight, you can look at so many things around the object of interest. Now that field starts constricting. And open-angle glaucoma is typically a triad of high pressure, field defects, and changes in the optic nerve. There are several diagnostic modalities now available which pick up early open-angle glaucoma. But risk factors like family history of diabetes, hypertension and open-angle glaucoma make a person suspicious, makes a person high risk, and doctors normally would have a lot of suspicion if they see a disc which is not normal looking and would recommend tests to you. Now, open-angle glaucoma is not synonymous with increase in intraocular pressure, because many times I have seen patients who are just controlling their open-angle glaucoma by getting their pressure checked. Most important is to look at the changes which are happening at the optic nerve level, at the retinal ganglion cell level, and also field defects. So when you have a triad of glaucoma, you have to take care of all the three. And the magic pressure that we have to reach is the one at which the progression of field defects and retinal changes and the optic nerve changes are minimal. So a patient may be happy saying that the pressure is 20 millimeters of mercury and is fine, but maybe his field defects are still progressing, his optic nerve changes are still progressing, and the pressure needs to be probably 16. So one has to go with a target pressure in mind and have these investigations done at regular intervals. When a patient comes and we do field charting and we find visual field analysis and we find certain changes, we recommend that in the initial periods of diagnosis, a patient undergoes these tests a little more frequently, let's say after a month, 3 months, 6 months, and then annually, because there are certain short-term fluctuations and long-term fluctuations which the computer will be able to gauge, and we will be able to compare the field changes when the patient comes for a regular follow-up. Most of the good machines have got a software which compares two field tests. They have to be done on the same logic and the same program, and the field defect progression can be made out by this software. And I think it is very essential, because for a surgeon to just take a visual impression of the visual fields and then make a judgment is probably not fair. So my message is very simple. If you have got family history of diabetes, hypertension and open-angle glaucoma, please come for a screening after 40 years of age, or maybe earlier also. And in your regular eye checkup, if you are labeled as open-angle glaucoma suspect, please undergo for all these comprehensive tests and do not take any shortcut of just having your intraocular pressure measured. The other thing is that please do not start smoking, or if you are a smoker, please stop smoking, because smoking itself causes nerve damage to the optic nerve, and then it is, in addition to glaucoma, you are having additional stress on the optic nerve. Thank you.